right, everybody. Welcome back to Love Your Love Muscle, a bi-weekly podcast about heart-based living, heart-focused living, heart-based and heart-focused meditation techniques and self-regulation techniques. We talk about trauma, stress relief, and today we're going to talk about healing. I'm Seb. I'm the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, the group that is hosting this podcast or producing this podcast. And it's a group for people that want to use meditation and self-regulation techniques to change their lives and the lives of others. And how we do that and why we do that, you learn when you follow along with this podcast. We're already well on the way to become about how many podcast episodes is that now? Well over 200. I think we're reaching to 300 in not too long. So yeah, thank you all for hanging along, and thank you for those that are watching live, those on Second Life, on Vero, and YouTube, and on Telegram and Odyssey. Thank you for joining in, and I would say good evening, but for Smurfix on Second Life, it seems to be good morning. So good morning to you, and good afternoon and good evening wherever you are. People are listening throughout the world to this podcast, which is fun. Today, I want to talk about healing and visualization and healing through visualization. The healing power of guided visualization. I called this episode. So let me get my things straight here on my notes and everything, and we can get started, right? So what is guided visualization, and does it really help in healing? People claim that it does, but does it really help? Now, studies say it really does. It has an effect, though. Is it profound? Well, it all depends on how good you are at it. And can you become good at it? Yes, you can, by practicing, of course. Practicing makes perfect. And I'll explain what happened to me in a few minutes in a situation where I used visualization and imagery to heal myself, I would say. Not that I was really sick, but something was wrong with me, and I wanted to fix it myself. So yeah, studies say that it does really have something to say about it. What happens? Well, if you're visualizing something or feeling something, and I've talked about it a lot, our body reacts to our thoughts and our inner experience, basically, right? I talked a lot about it often. And when we do our meditation and self-regulation techniques, especially self-regulation, is creating a feeling, a situation inside of us that represents what we want to have or the way we want to feel. So when we do that, our body naturally reacts to it. And there are done lots of studies. I know of one where people, they compared people going to the gym with people doing the same exercises as on the gym, but at home on their couch sitting and just visualizing and feeling that they really were doing that exercise. When the scientists afterwards compared the two groups, they were surprised because, of course, the group that went to the gym and did those exercises, they grew more muscle and could become fitter, etc. And their cells regenerated quicker. They had a good effect of those exercises. The control group that was on the couch and did those exercises through meditation techniques and self-regulation technique, where they visualized and felt that they were at the gym and did those exercises, they also had muscle growth. They also became fitter. How did that happen? Well, their body reacted to that experience they created inside of them. Had it the same effect? Not entirely, but it did work. And there's been studies on dieting as well, how just by visualizing and imagining that you have a healthier diet, you're actually going to do that as well. You're practicing yourself. You're practicing your nervous system. You're practicing your being, and you're preparing yourself to a future you. So it has a physiological effect, and that can be proven. It has been proven in many studies. Um, and it really depends on yourself how easy or how effective it is for you. And nevertheless, all these meditation exercises we do, they have a benefit. If it's little for you, doesn't matter. It has a benefit. For other people more than others. So don't go and compare even people with each other. Like if you are in a meditation group, like I lead some groups in town here, uh, people say, "Oh, I felt this and that," and other people are like, "Oh, maybe I didn't do it good enough because I didn't feel that." Forget about that. Don't compare yourself with others. You don't have to feel anything. But things happen nevertheless. When I started on this journey, I used self-regulation techniques and meditation to change my behavior, the way I reacted to certain things. And I didn't know if it worked, but I just did it daily. Did the exercises, the meditation daily. And I didn't notice myself that I had changed. But my boss did, who said to me, "Hey, I'm looking at a different SEP and what I did last year." And that's when I realized that, well, oh, that must have been because of my exercises, my mental exercises, my meditation technique, my self-regulation techniques. The only thing I noticed during that period of that year is that I noticed when I got triggered. It was the only change I noticed. But the people around me, they notice much more. So things are subtle for yourself because it goes slowly and you don't recognize the changes right away. But really for people around you, sometimes they see big, big changes in yourself. So that was behavioral change. Uh, but also your behavior changes the way your body's physiology is throughout the day. So it always connected, right? So let me share another experience I had, which has more to do with healing than behavioral change. A couple of years back, all of a sudden, I noticed something growing underneath my eye here. I'm pointing at my face now for those that are listening. Those that are watching the recording on Patreon, the video recording, they will notice. I'm pointing underneath my eyebrow. And something was growing there. It was I worked in the cancer care, so I knew it wasn't cancer, but it was growing ever so slowly and became bigger and bigger, a lump there. I said, okay, this is weird. I thought it was it wasn't an infection because it wasn't warm or anything. So after a while, it didn't even, people were looking at me like, what do you have there? My colleagues as well. And I went to the doctor and he took a sample of it with a needle. Said, "Oh, it's fatty." So it just ever so slightly growing. He said, "Well, I'll send you to the eye doctor, and they will take a look at it and see how they can take it away in an okay manner that doesn't make scars or anything like that." So okay, great. So then I realized I had that appointment at the hospital for a couple of months ahead. So I said, okay, let me just try doing visualization and meditation techniques and self-regulation to see if I can remove that lump myself. And I did every day, daily, in the evening as well, before I went to sleep. Just feeling the feeling and having the experience of not having that lump anymore. And nothing happened. In fact, it just became bigger. So I was like, oh, and I'm teaching all this stuff, and now I'm trying to do this, and it doesn't work. So here's the lesson. The appointment at the hospital for the eye doctor was rapidly approaching, right? I had only 3 weeks left before I had to go to the eye doctor. And then 2 weeks left before I had to go to the eye doctor. And I was like, okay, and I just continued doing this. But something changed inside of me because after realizing that this didn't work and I had only 2 or 1 week left, it became real for me. Like I also didn't want to go to the eye doctor, and I didn't want to have this incisions or anything like that. Not that I'm scared of knives or anything like that. It was like, it's not needed. I mean, why? And it became real for me. Like now I really have to do something. And with that intention, all of a sudden, overnight, still doing my exercises, that lump started shrinking. And 2 days later, 2 nights later, it was completely gone. Like nothing has ever been there. Now, sometimes these things can happen spontaneously. They uh, can go away. But I had it for such a long time, and it was just growing even during my exercises. And the only change that happened is that it became real for me. Like now I really have to do something because I don't want to uh, get these incisions or getting it cut away if it's not really necessary. So there's something you can take with you if you're doing visualization and manifestation yourself, is that it for yourself it has to become very real. That's also why uh, small things that don't really matter uh, in the back of your mind, your visualization, your manifestation techniques becomes sort of hijacked by that, by the knowledge that, well, it isn't that important. But when it becomes important for you, when you really, really think, oh my God, I don't want this, or I don't want this incision, I want another reality, another experience than this, then it becomes real and then it really sets in gear that manifestation power. All right? So that's a takeaway from my own experience, and that's also why I kept teaching this, because I know it works. I know when it doesn't work, and the tricks and the state of being you have to be in to really do something, to really change your physiology. What happened in my body is just that I kicked my immune response, or my natural balance, my homeostasis as they call it. I increased that. And when you do that, you basically get back to your balanced state, your healthy state. All right. So that's my experience, and I think we've talked enough, right? Online, people don't have the attention span that people have offline. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's start with our guided heart healing visualization, which you can do at any time. Take this with you. It's a beautiful guided session we're going to do. Sit down, relax. You might want to lay down and just follow along and listen to the background music and my voice. And this is for dealing with emotional heartache, seeking support, your physical heart health. Doesn't really matter. Just a healthy session. So find a comfortable position. Make sure you have good enough support. Let's begin. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And just gently bring your awareness to your breathing. Let's take a deep breath through your nose. Inhale fully through your nose and exhale through your mouth, all the way out, and just feel yourself settling down. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw. Feel yourself getting centered as you exhale completely, and then inhale again through your nose. Fill those lungs with air and exhale through your mouth again, and just sigh. Oh, let the day go, relax even more with your body. And one more time, a deep inhale through your nose. Beautiful, beautiful. Exhale through your mouth, all the way out, and settle down and breathe normally. And then try to breathe slower and deeper as usual. Slower and deeper. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And bring your attention to the center of your chest, to your heart space. Become more aware of your chest area. Like we always do, imagine that you are breathing through your heart, through your chest area. Give your heart that nice heart rate variability by focusing on your heart and breathing through your heart nice and slow. Without trying to change anything now, just notice the sensations present in your heart area, in your chest. Notice any sensations, perhaps you feel warmth, tightness or openness, or nothing in particular. Whatever your experience is right now, it's perfectly fine. Be the observer. Just observe and notice sensations present in your chest area, in your heart. Beautiful. Now imagine that with each breath you're drawing in healing light. And this light can be any color that feels nurturing and supportive to you today. Maybe it's a soft pink, a golden glow, a cool blue. Just see this light flowing into your heart with each inhale. No matter what color, whatever color nurtures you or supports you today. See that light flowing into your heart with each inhale. And as this healing light fills your heart space, imagine it gently dissolving any tension, any heaviness, any blockages that may be present. And let that healing light surround each cell of your heart, bringing nourishment, relaxation, and balance. And with each exhale, imagine releasing anything that no longer serves your heart's highest good. Any stress, worry, or pain gradually melts away. Let it carry it out with your breath. And now envision your heart beating in perfect rhythm, strong, vital, and see the 4 chambers working in harmony. The valves opening and closing with precision. And blood flows freely through your arteries and veins, delivering oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. And now feel a sense of gratitude for your heart, this amazing organ that works tirelessly for you every moment of your life. And send your heart appreciation. for its dedicated service. Just take a moment to do that. Feel that appreciation for your heart, the gratitude as you breathe through your heart. Wonderful. Now, as we prepare to close this practice, know that you can return to this visualization anytime you wish to nurture your heart. Take one more deep breath in, filling your heart with light, and exhale completely. Now let's get back by gently wiggling your fingers and toes. Move your body slowly back and forth from side to side, and when you're ready, just gently open your eyes and keep carrying this sense of heart well-being with you. Wonderful. So, how did that feel, right? So, just notice how you feel and remember that visualization is practice, like I said in the beginning. For some people it comes naturally, and whatever they think and feel, that it manifests. And in one way or another, when they're already grateful for small steps or small changes, which is a very good way to see it and to think about it and to work with it. For others, it takes more practice, but practice makes perfect. And like I said, from my own experience, it is really when it becomes real, when you really need that change, you feel like, oh no, let's do this. When you get that extra kick, that's when the blockages in the back of your mind just go away and you go all in. And that's often the key as well. Just go all in. Don't think about anything else like it doesn't work or it does work. Without expectations, go all in and just do it. That's the key. And it's very easy to say, it's harder to do. But once you get the hang of it, you notice it works, you remember what to do. You remember what state of being you are in to make it work. And then you're there. Then you can use this as an excellent tool. All right. Wonderful. So, thank you so much for joining today. Thank you also for Smurfix on Second Life. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And yeah, we are on a different time today. So that's why not everybody in Second Life could join, I guess. But that doesn't matter. Thank you everybody on YouTube, Vero, Odyssey, and of course our trustworthy fans on Telegram. You really want to join the Telegram channel, by the way, and our group. Many people there, and that's where you get the latest news and also the chance to support the channel and get the video recording of this podcast as well. Great. I also have a surprise for you for the next time, maybe already next time. We're going to get a guest on the show. I'm not telling already who it is, but it's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about intent and instinct and what those two have to do with each other and how to use them in everyday life. So that's going to be an interesting and fun talk. All right. I hope to see you back next time in 2 weeks. Take good care, everyone. Be safe and namaste.